What kind of meat excites and tingles your taste buds? Is it smoky beef nyama choma, tender crisp chicken, or elusive yummy pork? For many people, chicken and beef may take the #1 spot. However, in a few years, things will change drastically. Pork is becoming a favorite amongst most people, including Kenyans. As of today, pork accounts for at least 38% of the world's meat production. That's only 12% to commanding half of the world's meat consumption. The pork industry is also a favorite to many farmers like Patricia Njeri and her husband Mark, based in Kiambu town. In this town, just 13 kilometers west of central Nairobi, lies a mixture of urban and semi-urban lifestyles. This diversity is the perfect mix for this couple's business.
This farm started in the year 2016, late mid-2016 there, and we started out with 2 pigs. Yeah, 2 sows, 2 pregnant sows. What inspired me to start pig farming was mostly because as a child I had grown up doing cows and cow farming. And for me it was quite intense and it required a lot of effort. And then I've been thinking that cows or cattle farming requires a lot of effort, a lot of resources, which I didn't have. So it was easier for me to jump into pig farming, which did not demand a lot of my attention of the farm, because I just had to put somewhere there, put up the structures, and there we are.
I've liked pigs because all the way in, also where I come from Eldoret, that's my home ground. We have been doing pigs during my father's tenure and we inherited. And I've come to like pigs because of all the animals. Pigs are the easiest to manage. Like, you're not tied up, you can do an extra business when you still have the pigs.
Pigs can be reared by both small and large-scale farmers. Whether a farmer wants to provide quality and delicious food for his or her family, or as a commercial venture, pig farming is the way to go. The rapid changes in the pig industry have also opened up more opportunities and changed how farmers like Patricia rear pigs.
By the time we started, we were just novices because we didn't know much. I had researched on YouTube, I had visited farmers, I had collected a lot of materials for pig farming related. But between the theory and the actual pig farming, it's a world of difference. Because you come to find, like now I had one farmer, one of the workers we took him to a farm so that he could learn how to do it. But while he was here, we faced some challenges because some of the neighbors will come and buy feed from us. So that actually, at the beginning, that was actually a challenge. In terms of even feeding, I got the wrong advice from other farmers on what to feed the pigs. And then water, pigs require a lot of water. So at that time, those are not things I actually knew.
The journey of 1,000 steps begins with one. This saying is equally true when it comes to pig production. Patricia believes that a farmer should select a breed based on the output she expects from his or her agribusiness venture. In Kenya, there are 5 main types of pig breeds. They include Landrace, Large White, Duroc, Hampshire, and Mayshan. Each of these breeds has its own advantage and disadvantage. The first breed, Landrace, gains weight quickly in comparison to other breeds, has great mothering ability and weaning ability, and can be used for bacon production. The only disadvantage is that the purebred Landrace have weakened tanks and also tend to wiggle on their rear part due to weak hind limbs. The second breed, Large White, is a prolific breed. It is late maturing with good mothering ability and can be used for pork and bacon production. The third breed, Hampshire, is also a prolific breed. It is good for bacon production and has a high litter size of 9 with a high weaning rate. The fourth breed, Duroc, is one of the best when it comes to crossbreeding with other breeds. It grows the fastest and has a high weaning rate. The only drawback of this breed is its poor mothering ability. The fifth breed, Mayshan, if well fed and managed, is able to consume large amounts of roughage. They are known to be an extremely docile and sedentary breed. They are thought to have a lower environmental impact on pastures as compared to other heritage and commercial breeds of pigs. Mason pigs are a true grazing hog. Adult Masons do not squeal or scream unless in heat. They're incredibly sedentary pigs that sleep most of the day. Patricia and Mark chose to settle for the large white and landrace due to their prolific features.
The breed that we have here is large white and landless. You have to crossbreed them because they are good mothers. And then we have, for the last 2 years, we have been doing AI with a breed of Max Grow. Max Grow is another one from a new breed brought by Farmer's Choice. It's a terminal animal, which is only for meat. It's not for reproduction. Those two are the ones that are doing very well. So even if you have females that are being produced by the Max Grow, you cannot serve them because they are not good mothers. They cannot litter well and they cannot bring up the litter, the piglets.
Pigs are very strong and need steady living quarters with proper air circulation and shade. Generally, adult pigs are very sensitive to hot temperature and the piglets are affected adversely by cold temperature. Controlled temperature, therefore, helps to maximize growth and production. It is also important to keep the piglets with their mother in a separate house. As a farmer, separating the feeding and bedding place by keeping the house neat and clean always are just but a few farm practices that can be practiced. Mark has ensured that he has a day-to-day routine that he practices in his farm, ranging from the housing of pigs to its general maintenance.
Usually in the morning, you do cleaning the house, the pens, very early in the morning at around between 6 to 7. And then you clean the water troughs. And at around between 8 to 9, you feed them. And then maybe at around 4, we feed them twice a day. A mature pig usually feeds 3.5 kilos. You give them 1.5 in the morning, 1.5 in the evening. But the small ones, you give them as they grow because from day 1 up to day 7, somehow they rely on their mothers. But from day 7, they can start picking small. So the one that has given birth, you give, depending on the animal, the piglets, and the litter it has given, you add 50 grams of feeds as they grow up. But at 2 weeks, they start feeding the mothers. And then we wean between 35 to 40 days. Then after weaning, 40 days, 5 days after weaning, we serve the mother. It will be on heat after 5 days. So usually pigs give birth twice a year. It can do thrice, but at least to be healthy and not to stress it, you do twice. A good one give a maximum of, there's one which in fact we were surprised to give birth to 18 and it had not enough teeth to feed, so we had to merge with the other one that gave birth the same duration. 10 and above, it's a good mother. And also make sure that it's able to feed those piglets well.
According to the weather conditions in Kenya, pig farming has many advantages. The benefits of pig farming in Kenya include little capital investment and quicker returns. As pigs grow very fast, a farmer can turn their farm into a commercial stage within a short time. Huge market demands for pigs and pig products. Faster growth and reproduction in comparison to other livestock animals. Pigs can feed on almost everything, including roughage, kitchen garbage, and agricultural waste for reducing feeding costs. Great source of employment for unemployed people and as a side hustle. When feeding pigs, it is important to consider the nutritional requirements as there is no such thing as a standard diet. The nutritional requirements are often simplified and described as a requirement for energy and protein. More specifically, the protein requirement is described as lysine requirement. Lysine is an important amino acid that indicates the quality of protein in terms of the pig's needs. Mark has specific requirements that he meets while feeding his pigs.
We do maize jam, we do pollard, we do fish meal, and we have pig premixes. Those are the 4 main that we usually mix. And also, we depend on the availability, we do soya, we do sunflower, We do get sometimes, occasionally we get milk, raw milk, which helps the piglets to grow. And also sometimes we get breadcrumbs. From the bakeries, they have this, the breads that maybe have not carved well, it's not in a good shape. They also we feed the animals. Because of the yeast and the yeast in the bread, it helps also the pigs to digest. The prices keep on fluctuating. Maybe you don't have a constant market price of the feeds, like now the maize jam. Currently, I source my maize jam from Uganda and Rwanda. They have the best maize jam because they don't, it's a kind of a whole mix of the corn, which corn is very important because it has energy level is high and the starch also. So when the maize is scarce in the market, price goes up. And when it goes up, the price of where we sell our animals is constant. So it affects us sometimes when the maize goes up. So sometimes you have to look for an alternative.